Foods to avoid while breastfeeding. When planning your postpartum diet, it's important to learn the best foods to eat after giving birth. There are also great recommendations for what to drink to increase your breast milk supply. You also want to learn what to avoid while breastfeeding. Some of the foods and beverages you should avoid are obvious because they aren't healthy at any time in life. Others may surprise you because they seem healthy. Fish high in mercury. Fish carry mercury from the environment. Fish that eat other fish have the highest mercury levels. While salmon, canned tuna, and many freshwater fish are safe, those you should avoid include stingray, shark, orange roughy, barramundi, and bluefin tuna. Shellfish. Shellfish are notorious allergens. Around 2% of people have a notable allergy to shellfish. Because the shellfish you eat is delivered through your breast milk to your baby, you will want to watch for shellfish-mediated allergic reactions, such as eczema, in your baby. Most women can still eat shellfish, but if there is an allergy to shellfish in other children or family members, your baby could also have them. High amounts of alcohol. There is no evidence that small amounts of alcohol consumed by breastfeeding moms are harmful to the baby, particularly when you follow certain guidelines. The CDC recommends no alcohol if you can, but says that one standard drink per day isn't harmful if you wait 2 hours until you breastfeed. One standard drink is a glass of wine, a shot of hard liquor, or a can of beer. High amounts of caffeine. Any caffeine you consume in sodas, coffee, tea, and chocolate will be consumed by your baby during breastfeeding. If you don't want an alert, fussy, or agitated baby, avoid caffeinated foods or beverages. Studies show that most babies do okay as long as mothers stick to less than 3 cups of coffee daily, about 300 milligrams of caffeine. More coffee may mean your baby will be too fussy or won't sleep well after nursing. Spicy or heavily seasoned foods. Spices that may affect your baby include cayenne pepper, paprika, ginger, curry, habanero pepper, cinnamon, and other types of hot peppers. None of these is dangerous to your baby, but if you eat food that is heavily spiced and your baby is repeatedly fussy afterward or has other issues, you need to avoid that particular spice. Garlic and onions. Garlic and onions have a specific substance called allicin that makes them pungent. It is not dangerous to your baby but will have a strong odor and flavor your baby may not like. You might also notice that your baby has garlic breath after nursing, something you might not appreciate either. Foods that cause gas. Postpartum gas is an issue for many women and can be painful. Some of the foods you eat may cause gas in your baby as well. Those that are more likely to give rise to this issue include soy, broccoli or cauliflower, cabbage, dairy products, citrus fruits, caffeinated beverages, and spicy foods. As with other foods you eat, it helps to pay attention to how your baby acts after eating what you've eaten. Very sugary foods and drinks. High sugar foods are not healthy for adults, particularly as they cause weight gain and diabetes. Your baby may also have a poor start in life if you consume too much sugar. Research shows that excessive sugar intake among breastfeeding moms leads to poorer intellect in their children later in life. Foods very high in fat. High-fat foods slow down digestion and contribute to weight gain in children and adults. There is some evidence that high-fat diets cause babies to gain excess weight they may not need. If you want to eat fatty foods, stick with those high in omega-3 fatty acids, seeds, nuts, and fish, which are good for your baby's brain health. Foods that are known allergens. If you know or suspect that your baby is allergic to something you're eating, avoid that food. The foods that children are most likely to be allergic to include dairy products, eggs, fish, soy, wheat, oats, shellfish, sesame, and nuts. Certain herbal supplements. Herbal supplements are taken for their health benefits. Some, like fenugreek, are used to enhance your breast milk production but can cause GI upset and diarrhea in your baby. Research is scarce in the area of herbal supplements and nursing. Most are not likely to harm your child, but you need to be aware of the possibility that your baby may have an adverse effect when you consume them. Highly processed foods. Highly processed foods are never good for your health, especially when compared to fresh, homemade foods. Processed foods like baked goods, pre-made meals, and processed meats are higher in fat, salt, and sugar than foods you make at home. Your baby may have effects from so much fat or sugar and will rarely gain nutrients from these foods.